Hey guys, we have a busy week ahead of us on the economic front with a lot of jobs data coming our way. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we've got JOLTS, we've got ADP on Wednesday, the Challenger job reports on Thursday, and then the BLS or Bureau of Labor Statistics on Friday. Let's start with JOLTS. JOLTS is a pretty cool one. It really kind of gives the Fed a feel for what is going on. It looks a lot at quit rates and can really tell the Fed whether there's more job openings or not. Are there more people quitting or less people quitting? Which means if less people are quitting their jobs, then they're less confident and the job market is cooling. So that's more likely to indicate the Fed may want to cut their rates soon. So it's a really kind of good indicator of what's going on. ADP, you may be familiar with, is the country's one of the country's largest payroll reporters, and so they have a lot of inside data, and they, I think, are fairly accurate. However, the market really doesn't follow them too much. The market really follows the BLS report on Friday. ADP can move the market when BLS is not coming out, but that's not the case this week. Challenger is an interesting one because it is a look to the future. So when big companies are going to lay off 1,000 people, let's say Apple, they will Challenger in their survey will pick up that information about future layoffs. It's not factual data. It's just what are all the companies scheduling to do. And then of course we have BLS, which is coming out on Friday. And that's the one that routinely gets revised. Every time that report comes out, there's 2 to 3 revisions over many months. So one of the Fed presidents who feels that the jobs market is much weaker than it seems has calculated over the last 10 years, our economy on average has produced about 2 million jobs per year. In 2025, that number has been revised downward from BLS to 600K, and there's still at least one more revision coming. They're concerned that that's going to get even closer to zero, and that would make 2025 a terrible year for a job market. So, what does all this mean? Well, the Fed is watching it all. We're, another 6 weeks now from, or 5 weeks, I guess, from another Fed meeting, but it's all important to them and ultimately to us. Another interesting piece that has been commented on by some of the Fed members is they believe that this job market is strong because initial jobless claims and continuing claims remain pretty low. But here's the deal is a lot of people realize that they can't afford to live on unemployment. So they're going into gig work such as delivering Uber Eats or driving Uber, any of those kinds of things. And they don't get picked up on the unemployment numbers or the initial jobless claims numbers. So they think also immigrants that are here working legally, if they're getting laid off, they're really hesitant right now to sign up for anything government related because they don't want to be tracked. They're worried it might mess with their ability to work. So there is an argument that out there that the initial jobless claims and those early indicators are totally erroneous. We'll see what happens. Appreciate you listening. Thanks.